Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to be showing you how to use the Gadjit Hummingbird feeder. So this is what comes in the kit. You'll get the base, and as you can see there's 3 holes, and that's where the birds will feed. And it actually comes apart into 2 pieces so you can clean it very easily. And then these 3 flowers, this side is the perch, and then this side is where you poke it into the base, and then the birds will feed from the inside of that flower. It also comes with this red mesh, and this is what you're supposed to put the bottle inside of to be able to hang it. And then this is the hanger. You'll poke the ends in through the mesh and it hangs like that. And I actually lost the one that came with this kit, but yours will be red. I will link below where to find these. And what I really like about this type of kit is you can use any bottle that has a screw top lid. And they were made for a soda bottle, such as this one. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how you would use it for a soda bottle, but I'm going to be using this glass bottle and a different hanging method, but I just wanted to show you how you would do it using the kit as is. So first, you would go ahead and poke these in. They're really simple. They just snap right in, like so. And then you'd go ahead and put your bottle inside of the mesh. Just like that. And if you're using a soda bottle, make sure to take this little plastic piece off. This is where the lid is attached when you first open your soda. So make sure to take that off. And then it just twists right in and you have a nice solid connection there. And then you would attach your hanging piece. Like that. And so then you'd have your hanging hummingbird feeder using a soda bottle, and that was so easy and simple. It only takes a few minutes to set it up, and then you would just fill it with your hummingbird nectar, and the hummingbirds love it. But I'm gonna do this a little bit differently. I'm gonna do a little bit more of an elevated version. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this part off. I won't be using the mesh, the bottle, or the hanger, so I'm going to set this aside. And what I am going to be using is this glass bottle. So this is just a bottle from some bubbly water, and it had the screw top lid, and that's what you need. You need the threaded lid. You can't just use any old wine bottle that has a cork. You can use wine bottles if they have the screw-on lid, which some of them do. But I like to use these green bottles. I think they have a really pretty green color. And this is, I think, just like a San Pellegrino water bottle. And then since it has a screw top lid, it screws on there really nice and snug. And I just like that look a little bit better with the green glass. And the hummingbirds will still be attracted to it because of the red base. But the only problem is how to hang it, right? So that's the next step. And what I'm going to be using is this metal wire. So you can pick this up at any hardware store. I have also used copper, which I really like the look of. It's really pretty and it's a lot easier to work with. But since it is more pliable and easy to work with, once you fill your hummingbird feeder with liquid, the weight kind of pulls the wire and it starts to sag a little bit. And so that's why I like this type of wire. It is harder to work with, it's harder to get it around the bottle, but in the long run, it lasts longer and it doesn't start sagging quite so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a piece off, and I'll try and show you how much I use. So that would be like 1 full circle right there. And then I'm gonna do 2 full circles. And you're gonna need some type of heavy duty cutter to cut this. so you can see how much I cut there. So there was 2 full circles of this wire. Now I usually do this in my lap because it's easier to hold it, but I'm going to try and show you this way on how to do it. It might be a little bit hard, but I start from the bottom, and essentially what I'm going to try and do is just twirl it up around the bottle, and then at the very top make a loop so I can hang it. So I'm going to start by just bending the wire. You can also use some sort of pliers to help you. And I want to make kind of like a decorative little front piece. So what I'm going to do is do kind of a tight loop here. Like that. So that's going to be kind of at the base of my bottle right there. So then I'm going to just go ahead and start wrapping it around the bottle. And so you hold it with one hand and then just start to wrap it around. Okay, so if you could see now that it's a little bit loose, right? It's not quite as tight as I want it. So I'm gonna pull this out. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna twist opposite directions on top and bottom, and then kind of do the same thing and kind of just start twisting it to tighten it. Then I'm gonna check and see. That's a little bit better, but the top 2 still need to be a little bit tighter. I'm gonna stretch it out just a little bit so that I have room to make the loop at the end. Test it out again. And that seems pretty good. That's gonna hold it pretty tight. So now I'm gonna leave the bottle in, and I'm gonna decide, so this is gonna be my front, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come from the back and kind of bring this up and then make a loop. That's gonna go kind of flat this way instead of this way so that it hangs like that. So I'm gonna hold the back, and I'm gonna pull it up. And then push it down. And then make a loop. And then flipping it that way. Okay, so now this is gonna hang nicely, and there will be a little bit of springing because of the weight, but not nearly as much as if you were to use the copper wire. And if you really wanted to, what you could do is you could add some sort of glue right here or epoxy to keep this on here, and then that would just give you some extra support, but I don't really feel like it's necessary to do that. So then this is just gonna twist on here. And that's it. And now I can fill it up and hang it outside. And you can also, if you want to add some beads, that would be really pretty. Or like a charm if you wanted to add something hanging here. There's all sorts of ways you could even customize this even more. But for me, this is gonna be good for now. And I'm gonna fill it up with some hummingbird nectar, hummingbird food, and then I'm gonna hang it outside. And thanks for watching.